champ isn't trying to shoot me in the foot. He's genuinely trying to help me, I think.
Um, ladies and gent, oh, hold on, one sec. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Motive Racing channel for some more action here tonight in the GT3 Super League. This is the final round of the season. We're here in Austin, Texas at the Circuit of the Americas for this one. I'm very excited. Should be an absolutely fantastic evening of racing. This is the final round of the season, as we said. The championship already wrapped up. BT Targa having taken the spoils last time out, so this is just a good way to sign out. Obviously at one of the most challenging tracks here on Project Cars 2. We're here with the PlayStation 4 platform tonight, and I'm joined in the commentary box once again by Mr. Dan Davis. Dan, welcome along.
Thank you, Andy. Welcome, guys. Yes, here we are, final round here in Texas at the Circuit of the Americas. As you say, a very tricky circuit for these guys, but we're currently looking at BT Targa, the champion of this season, and he's done a phenomenal job this season, hasn't he, Andy?
He absolutely has. He's wrapped up the championship with a round to spare. No mean feat in these GT3 cars. It's a very competitive league, always tight, close action, but BT Targa has been the standout performer. He's got a 72-point lead over Maze Gamer, so I think Maze Gamer, if say for example BT Targa was to disconnect from both races and Maze Gamer were to get the 2 wins and 2 fastest laps, I think Maze Gamer would still have to, it'd still become a point short. So pretty much BT Targa has done an absolutely unbelievable job this season, and big hats off to this man. We spoke to him after the race last week at Fuji, and he seemed pretty chuffed, to be honest, with that one. So a great job from him, as we said. He really has given it a great performance, and he's currently sat on provisional pole here. He's got a 2.8 second gap at the top of that leaderboard over Ogbar, so he looks like he's the man currently blazing a trail here for the rest of the guys. He's got some slipstream from a Mercedes here as he comes up towards the line. Let's see if he can improve on his current provisional pole time, and he does by a little bit. Goes a tenth faster than he already had done. Ogbar's currently out there at the moment. We know that Ogbar loves the Circuit of the Americas. He's finished on the podium here before in an old league, so I know that he's definitely got the credentials around this Circuit of the Americas. Let's see if he can replicate that type of form this evening. Ogbar comes into this one 4th in the championship. Here's Spliffmeister. Spliffmeister, since joining the GT3 league, has taken a couple of podiums. He was 2nd and 3rd at Sakita a couple of weeks ago. Managed to get a 4th place in the feature race at Imola, so Spliffmeister has burst onto the scene very nicely. It'd be good to see how he can get on with a full season to get his teeth cut into coming up next season. Rompu currently sat 4th in this qualifying session. He comes into this one 3rd in the championship. He has an outside chance of possibly finishing in 2nd should he be able to overhaul Maze Gamer, but it would be a hell of a task for him to do that. And we see there, that is Ogbar getting well out of the way there. I think the flying Dutchman might have had a moment coming through the middle sector. Here's Fury. Fury doing a little wink for the cameras. He's obviously had a hefty whack with the wall at some point around this track. So I don't know if he'll need to pit for damage repairs, but you can see there the front of that Lamborghini is wobbling a little bit. Oh, as he clips the curve on the inside just a little bit there. Fury driving the red and black 666 livery. There's Boosting. American driver currently coming around the middle section by the looks of it. Oh, the S's, actually top of the S's. He's currently driving in the Ferrari 4. Oh, as he gets a little bit loose into the barriers. And Mace Gamer also doing the exact same thing there. We see both of those guys getting way out of shape. Mace Gamer gets it there. Yeah, they seem like synchronized spinning there, Dan.
I think some of these guys are struggling with the conditions tonight, because we've got 40 seconds left of the session and no one seems to be putting in fast laps. It just seems to be BT Targa who's managed to set a good one, and Spliffmaster and Ugbar. But Maze Gamer, obviously, he's probably not showing his true pace just yet, but yeah, another guy who will do quite well tonight. It's going to be very tricky in this GTR, but we see Emo guy here who's always very consistent, but it's going to be incredibly difficult for him in that GTR. The GTR does not suit tight, twisty circuits. He might be alright in the power sections, but he's really going to struggle in that car tonight.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Let's hope that Ian has done his homework and preparation on the track, because if he hasn't, then he's going to be in trouble tonight. He's coming round for the final time here in this practice session. Important to remember, this is only a practice session, so this will have no bearing on the starting order. The grid orders is plastered all over Discord, so these guys will all know where they're starting. Sorry, pardon me, that was a...
second.
Oh yeah, great lap there from Ian. So showing he has got the pace around Kota this evening. Here's Bertie. He's changed his PlayStation name to Bertie Speed. It used to be Bertie1035. Oh, he goes wide there. Coming at the end of the back straight into the braking zone. I think that is that lap done and dusted there for Bertie. Rompu is just coming in.
I think he's the last one to complete his lap.
Yeah, I think he might
very
be.
deep there.
Very deep.
But just looking here at the comments at the minute, we got Phil currently saying hello to Andy and evening to you, Phil. We got Smurfy 51 saying evening, welcome. We got Sebastian Stefano. Is that Stefano who pulled out?
Seba Stefano, yeah.
Yeah. So hello, guy. Hello, mate. Welcome tonight, and it should be interesting to see what happens. BT, evening BT. We got Jay Palm as well. Good luck to all the drivers, and Phil was backing up BT, and I think after that pace, BT looks like the strong favourite tonight.
Yeah, he absolutely does. Oh, what's boosted? Oh, Rompu, sorry.
Rompu really struggling. We got two cars that are similar again. We got Rompu and Boostin, a very similar Ferrari liveries. So
exactly the same number, I think. Always looks like he improved at the end of that session there. Did Rompu move himself up a position though? He did not. So he stays P5 in this practice session. So BT Targa, championship leader, currently setting the pace at the moment. But guys, we'll be back in just a few moments' time for the start of the sprint race. We're gonna have one formation lap before we get underway. So see you in a moment. Ogbar, you can press continue.
Oh wow, you are struggling.
I am.
Yeah, I can just hear you just a little bit.
Well, no. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to go for the formation lap here at Circuit of the Americas. Important not to get too excited before the lights go out, because obviously we're not racing just yet, but we're about to go for the formation lap here. So we're going to have a reverse grid order based on the championship standings coming into this round. So for the final time this season, these guys just sorting themselves out before we go racing. Smoky Devil is going to lead us away. Boostin is going to be sat alongside him at the front. Then we're going to have Spiffmeister, obviously joined late on in the season, so he's going to have a slightly elevated grid position up in third place. Then we got Fury sat in fourth, slightly depleted grid as well. Looks like somebody failed to ready up at the start. Ian will be starting this one in P5. Then we've got Ogbar sixth for this one, Rompu in seventh, Maze Gamer, the man closest to BT Targa in the championship standings. And here is the champion elect. He's already won the championship, but he's going to be trying to sign off with a bang and get another couple of wins here tonight in the final round of the season. And it's very difficult to look past him based on the form that we saw in that practice session. Dan, can you see anybody bringing the challenge to BT Targa tonight?
I can only see Maze Gamer really giving him a proper threat tonight, but anything can happen in the race, especially in the sprint race, due to being a reverse grid order. We're seeing Fury just dropping it on the formation lap, but Smoky Devil and that Bentley is going to be keeping it busy, trying to keep all the rest of the cars behind him. Boosting as well has been going alright, and Ferrari. Swiftmaster was lapping quite well in the practice session, so I wouldn't count out Swiftmaster, but it looks like BT, all he has to do, he's not in a hurry by the looks of things at the back, but I think BT will be hard to beat around here. But if anyone can do it, Maze Gamer, Rompu, and probably Swiftmaster will give him run for his money. Maybe Ugbar as well, but for the others, I find it's going to be a hard task to beat.
Absolutely, I think you're absolutely right. And we see here we've got Smoky Devil leading us coming in towards the final sector now. I'm sure Boostin will be wanting to get a good start for this one. Obviously, it's his home race. Boostin, our man from the USA, so he will be wanting to make sure he can get himself in the best possible position at the beginning of this opening lap.
I think I've realised who's dropped. I think it's Bertie who's dropped from the session.
It was Bertie, yeah. He did fail to ready up before the start, I think.
But now Smokey's backing him up and getting ready to launch when he wants to go from the final corner. Here we go, the final round here of the GT3. He'll be exiting the final corner. Smokey can choose when he wants to go.
Here we go. I think we got.
Now.
I think we're underway. Green here. We're underway. Smoky Devil puts his foot to the floor. Looks like we got Fury already attacking here in the background ahead of Spliffmeister. Well, he's not ahead of him yet, but he's looking to the outside coming into turn one. Spliffmeister going defensive there on the inside. You can also see Oakbar making a move here on Ian in the background as well. Is Oakbar got that one done? Ace Gamers up the inside of Oakbar up into 6th place. Great stuff there. Ian up ahead of Fury. Looks like Fury's an absolute mare coming through turns 2 and 3. And he's down into what looks to be, well, he's actually got ahead of Swiftmeister there. He looked like Swiftmeister who's had a mare. Yeah, he's always getting pushed out a bit by Maze Gamer. Maze Gamer and Swiftmeister banging doors there a little bit. Maze Gamer now down into 5th place. Ian's up into 4th. But Fury there did actually get a good run through that couple of corners. Oh, Ian's lost it. Ian spun the car. He's into the barriers. The Nissan GTR hits the barriers there coming through the first sector. He's got it pointing in the right direction once again, but he's lost a bit of time here to the leaders. But that is Fury up into P2.
Smoky Devil's dropped it. Fury's over him now. Smoky Devil's just made a mistake as he's coming out the hairpin.
Yeah, Fury up ahead of Boosted as well. Up the inside here, looks like Fury's going to make the move on the brakes. Is he going to have that done? Oh, Mace Gamer trying to thread the needle in the inside there. Pushes out. Smoky Devil a little bit. Smoky now down to 4th place. Oh, Boosted and Smoky Devil come together. And there's a big crash there. Smoky Devil and Boosted get stuck together. You can see they're just grinding against each other, and these guys now down to the back of the field there. You see Boosted in 7th, Smoky in 8th, and Oakbar's had an absolute disaster of an opening lap, but Fury leads the race, and it looks like Mace Gamer's making a move to the inside there, very late on the brakes. Mace Gamer, he's up into P1 there. Fantastic late braking there from Mace Gamer. Fury powerless to defend from him. Fury down to P2, Spliffmeister currently running in 3rd place. Ian there, you see him 4th. BT Target's already got us up into 5th place already in this race. Rompu, Boosted, Smoky Devil and Oakbar at the back of the field. Mace Gamer, oh no! Mace Gamer gets out of shape. Mace Gamer gets tagged in a bit by Spliffmeister there. Ian's now up into the lead. What is going on here at the opening lap? Fury down to 3rd place. Dan, this is non-stop action.
I think the problem is May's been so aggressive this first lap. He's been pushing his way through. Fury has been caught up in that. All sorts of drivers have been caught up with May's aggressive start. He's just been trying to push his way through, and it's kind of bit him in the backside now. He's dropped all the way back. After Emo Guy had that little slip up, he's now leading the race. So I don't know how Ian has managed to do that, but he's now leading in the GTR. Swiftmaster is the only one who's managed to consistently stay in his place, and Rompu has made a good start. But there's the championship leader. BT Targa is now in front of Maze Gamer, and it's going to be much harder now for Maze Gamer to get past. I think he was just trying so hard to cut positions down. As you see Rompu go very wide and knocking the sign. You can see him, Maze is just, I think he's just being too aggressive at this minute. He's just trying too hard to get through the pack.
Well, he's now got the champion-elect just in front of him, so he's not going to find this one easy at all. But BT Target's been very patient in this one. He's been the complete opposite to Maze Gamer so far in this race. He's played it cool, picked guys off one by one, and he finds himself in 4th place at the moment, just behind Rompu on the track. But as you said, Ian there, with a fast-track ticket to the front of the pack, I'm sure he's going to be wanting to sign off this season in the best possible way. He's currently leading by 1.2 seconds ahead of Spliffmeister, but we're seeing the battle between BT Target and Mace Gamer, the top two in the championship standings. Mace Gamer's going to surely want to get the upper hand. BT Target, oh, as I say that, he goes up the inside there, very late on the brakes, pushes BT Target out a little bit. Mace Gamer's got that position, but BT Target with the better run coming out onto the back straight. We're side by side here, and it looks like BT Target has got slightly better straight line speed coming down here than Mace Gamer, but Mace Gamer with the inside line, he'll have the preferred line coming into the corner as they come towards the end of the back straight now. Is Mace Gamer going to hold it on the inside, or is BT Target going to try and put it on the outside? Mace Gamer a little bit later on the brakes, and he holds on to position for the time being. Looks like Fury on boosting. Fury makes him boosted. Yeah, Fury's up into P6 there.
Yeah, just trying to get that into the shot, but the cameraman taking a while to kind of figure that out. But Fury's made enough positions now after that. But I really find Mace is being very overly aggressive. He doesn't need to be this aggressive. He's got the pace. We saw it in the first couple of laps. He can get through this pack pretty quick. He just needs to just calm his moves down a little bit. Just kind of be more aware. As you look to the front, Emo guy seems to be struggling now with Spiffmaster right behind him. And it seems like the Mercedes seems to be the favourite. Spiffmaster looks to the inside. Oh, gives in a little tap.
Possibly a little bit aggressive there from Spiffmaster. Ian still leads coming out of the last turn. Ian's going to have that better straight line speed, but is Spiffmaster going to have the inside coming into turn one? He's going to surely try and outbrake him. Ian needs to be wise and alert to this, and looks like in the end Ian's later on the brakes. Has he gone deep into turn one though? No, he hasn't. Ian defends that position really nicely, Dan.
Yeah, I'm just looking into the comments right now. Bertie said, how to bail from that race. Haven't set the wheel up on the project cars because they've been using ACC. So I'm sorry to hear that, Bertie. And we see Fury's granddad always here as always, cheering on Fury. But yeah, Spiffmaster I think he just got a little bit overconfident a little bit in that section and just lost out to Emo Guy. He just needs to be patient. We've still got 5 laps of this race, and he's just got Emo Guy in front.
The only reason that Spiffmaster had that run coming down the pit straight was because he pushed Emo Guy out wide, coming out of the last corner. So yeah, that was it. The first move is where he got a little bit carried away, but if he just calms his head, as we're watching now, Maze Gamer is caught right up to the back of Rompu. Let's see if he's really going for it. Yeah, Maze Gamer pushing him a little bit. Rompu, yeah, giving him space on the inside, and he's sticking on that curb, trying to stay well out of the way there. BT Target's now going to try and follow Rompu through, but BT Target driving pretty cautiously, complete contrary to the man just in front of him, Maze Gamer, who is pushing his way through the pack and barging past everybody in sight. But Emo Guy's still leading this race. Spiffmaster looking to the outside. Looks like Spiffmaster went deep into that corner. And we see now that's Rompu trying to make the late move. He's trying to return the favour on Mace Gamer. And Rompu's now going to find himself open to an attack here from BT Target, who's getting involved in this action as well. In the end, Mace Gamer just about fending off Rompu. But Rompu very much trying, I think, to let Mace Gamer know that he's more than capable of doing what he just did to him. And BT Target's going to feast on those remains. Yeah, BT Target, though, yeah, gives him, as you say there, Dan, a bit too courteous there, and Rompu back up the inside into 4th place. The battle for the lead. Ian currently still holding off Spiffmaster for P1. Spiffmaster's been hassling the back of Ian since the start of this race, but he hasn't been able to get by him just at the moment. We're 4 laps into this one, nearly half distance here in this sprint race, and Ian's currently doing what he has to do to take what I think would be his first win in the GT3s. I'm not 100%, but I don't think he's got a win here at Motive in the GT3s before.
I will figure that one out for you, but yeah, currently at this minute he's doing everything that he needs to do to keep hold and win for the GTR, and I'll track that. Probably and I think Spiffmaster's dropped it. He's just gone a little bit loose, and he's just dropped it on the rear end now as he's coming up into the hairpin. Very easy to do, but yeah, he just needs to keep doing what he's doing.
In the meantime, it does look like BT Target's getting a little bit held up behind Rompu in 4th and 5th because he's now struggling to get by him. Rompu there losing a bit of time to Maze Gamer in the first sector. Maze Gamer's now got a bit of breathing space ahead of these guys. That will allow him to try and chase down Ian and Spiffmeister at the front. But BT Targa, the champion of the GT3 division here at Motive Racing, struggling to get by Rompu just at the moment. Fury there currently sat in 6th. He's got boosting just behind him on the track. He's struggling to shake him off at the moment though, Dan.
Yeah, I think these guys are all similar pace, and they're just trying to get themselves back into this race. They're just trying to recover from what happened at the start. But we're going back to Ian. His best position this season in the GTR is a 3rd place. So currently at the minute, he is outdoing his best. So if he keeps it cool and keeps it on the track, he will outdo himself this season. But it's going to be difficult to keep Spiffmaster and BT Gamer.
BT and Rompu. Looks like BT looking to the inside. Oh, can he get it done? Rompu a little bit deep into the corner. That will compromise him on the exit. BT Target sweeps up the inside, up into 4th place.
He's coming back underneath. He's having a look back
Oh.
under, so he's not letting it have too easy.
Great racing from Rompu.
These two giving each other the space that they need, and I know for sure BT doesn't really want to be getting into too much incidents, but he knows he's got the championship. All he has to do is just go around and circulate. But Rompu right now, and these two having a fantastic fight. They're getting really close. BT's got a good run through here. The Mercedes seems a lot better through there. And he might have a run on the inside. He's thinking about it. And Rompu kind of opened the door for him there, but it's not really quite a corner's overtake. Will he try the final corner? He has a look.
BT's just sizing him up at the moment, I think. He's trying to figure out where he can make the move. Oh, yeah, Rompu, all sorts of out of shape coming into the last corner. Surely BT's going to have this one done, but never say never. Rompu's going to try and fight this back with everything he can. Back into the slipstream here towards turn one. Is he going to try and have a look towards the inside? BT covers that one off if there was any chance of it happening. And Rompu gives him a little kiss in the back. But I think that's surely job done there for BT Targa up into fourth place. Oh, if Fury gets loose to the background there. We just saw in the edge of our camera shot, he was getting all sorts of out of shape. He now is going to find himself open to boosting. In the meantime, Spliffmeister still... Well, he's trying to fend off Maze Gamer now. Ian's managed to pull out the gap to these guys a little bit. Emo Guy doing a fantastic job tonight in this sprint race. Could be on for his first win in the GT3 division here at Motive.
Andy,
I don't want to put the curse on him.
Much.
He's had 3 podiums this season so far, as Ian.
Maze Gamer's looking down the inside. He gets the job done even before the hairpin. Like,
too easy.
I don't know what happened. Yeah. But Maze has to be really careful. His moves seem to be very questionable tonight. But yeah, he's got the pace, Maze. He just needs to just keep it a little bit cleaner. As he's now got into second place, he's now going to try and hunt down Emo Guy. But we know Ian will make it as tough as possible for him. He doesn't want to lose out on a win tonight. But Maze Gamer now up into second, the only one who's doing the 2:08. So that's how fast he's going. Everyone else is in the 2:10s.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we see now that BT Targa's probably got a bit of clear air. He can probably get some good laps in and probably get back onto that pace. But Spiffmaster and Maze Gamer will be giving Emo Guy a hell of a time now. But you see Maze has just got more traction, better stability. So
yeah, I think so. Maze Gamer does seem to be closing in on Ian at a quieter rate. And to be fair, Spliffmeister's also following him through. Since losing that position to Maze Gamer, Spliffmeister's really stuck to the back of him. We have lost somebody from the session here. It looks like Smoky Devil's retired the car. Hopefully he'll be joining us for the feature race. But we're coming around the final corner for the 6th time here in this race. 3 laps left to go. Ian currently holding on to the lead. This will be his first win in the GT3s. He's taken 3 podiums so far this season. Still yet to stand on the top step. This is the final round of the season, the 11th race of 12. Can Ian finally get the one that's eluded him here? Maze Gamer's going to give it absolutely everything. Maze Gamer second in the championship. Yeah, very out of shape, but keeping it on the grey stuff for the time being. Ian's also minus a headlight, so he's obviously had a hefty whack with somebody out there somewhere, which has damaged his front of his car,
doesn't he?
Yeah, it's quite a... Oh, Maze Gamer's out of shape! Maze Gamer's lost it, yeah, coming through the S's. Yellow flag here, coming through the S's. That is Spiffmeister and BT Targa up into 2nd and 3rd places. Maze Gamer rejoining the track just in front of Rompu there. You see, he's in 4th place at the moment. He's got 5 seconds back to Ian. That has given Ian the breathing space he needed to maybe bring home the race victory. But he's got Spliffmeister all over him.
Is it just giving Spliffmeister a chance to now have a go? He's now got that gap back up using Maze Gamer's pace and watching his lines. But now he's on the back of Emo Guy. He can get that advantage of the slipstream. So... And we know that Mercedes isn't a slouch in a straight line. It's one of the top runners in a straight line, but we know the GTR is also one of the top cars in a straight line. So we'll see what Swiftmaster can do this time. It's round 2 for these guys. So, but BT's just quietly minding his own business there. I think he'd be happy to take a podium at this minute. So he'll just be minding his own business of now. But we see Maze Gamer just going to try and recover what he lost out there.
Absolutely, Swiftmeister really has to in the back of this Nissan GTR though. He can't quite find a way around him at the moment. Ian's doing a fantastic job here of keeping him at bay, but for how much longer can he withstand this pressure? Is he going to crack under the strain of Swiftmeister, who is really providing him with a stiff test here in this sprint race? Swiftmeister so far this season hasn't picked up a win. Neither of these guys have stood on the top step, so this could be a baptism of fire for either of these guys. BT Targa, the man in P3, has stood on the top step plenty of times this season, and I'm sure we'll be wanting to add to that by one more in this race.
Swiftmaster's got a great run here. Is he going to try and do a late dive? I don't think so.
That one.
Emo's got the brakes as well. He seems to be good on the brakes, so Swiftmaster really has to try and outfox him in the tight, twisty stuff. But Ian doing a fantastic job at the minute. Again, trying not to curse him too much. I think Swiftmaster's dropped it.
Oh, Swiftmaster into the wall.
He's dropped it.
Oh my goodness. So Ian has been handed a couple of lifelines there, because Swiftmeister and Mace Game are both losing the cars in the space of a couple of laps of each other. BT Targa now the main threat to Ian in this sprint race. 3.3 seconds separates Emo Guy and BT Targa. Well, this is tense times for Ian, but if he can hold on to this one, it would be an absolutely fantastic performance.
I think out of all the drivers that he would want behind him, I think BT Targa is the one he wants behind, because I don't think BT is really in that much of a hurry by the looks of things. He's just quite happy to stay on the podium. He's got the championship. Yes, I think he would like another race win, but why get involved, you know, when you've already got the championship? Another podium.
I think you're right. He's pretty. See, he looks pretty cool. Just by watching his driving tonight, he seems pretty cool-headed. He's had opportunities where he could have gone for late moves up the inside, or
he's just been very patient, hasn't he? He just hasn't.
He has.
He just hasn't. Well, where you got the likes of Maze Gamer and Swiftmaster who are really trying to get themselves involved and get these aggressive moves. He's just been taking his time, and the race has been coming towards him, and he's now in second.
He's been incredibly laid back.
It just shows why he was champion this year. He's just been doing what he needs. Maze has dropped it there.
Oh,
I'm not sure what he's trying to do there.
He almost takes BT Targa with him there. That was living dangerously.
I mean, that's one way to take the corner, but it's very questionable. But I don't know what's wrong with Mace tonight. He's just not driving as well as he has been, you know. When he was at Imola, he destroyed it at Imola. No one could touch him. But here tonight, he just seems to be struggling with the car.
He really does. But Ian currently coming over the line to start the final lap of this race. Driven a brilliant job tonight. He's currently lapping a little bit slower than BT Targa and Dan. We were saying BT Targa might not be going for this one. He might not be all out, but he was a second quicker than Ian last time around. So could BT Targa be the man to take this top step away from Ian here on this last lap? He is currently hunting him down. The champion-elect showing no signs of easing up here. Spliffmeister currently sat in fourth. There's Rompu in fifth at the moment, with Fury a couple of seconds down the road from him. Fury gets sideways there on the exit of turn one. There's Boostin just behind him on the track as well.
Do you know what? I don't think that BT is trying to hunt the lead down. I think he's just driving his own race. You know, this is his actual pace. I don't think he's trying to hunt Emo down. It's just this is his pace, and this is Ian's pace as well. It's not much. It's just how he's driving it. You know. But Ian's doing a fantastic job at this minute. Trying not to curse him as much as I can. But BT, again, these two kind of got caught up in a little bit of hassle in the first start of the race, but then everyone had their silly little incidents after, and now they're both leading this race. So it's kind of lucky that they had their little incidents at the start, but I can't see more than driver of the day than this man at this minute for this race. He's done a fantastic job to keep the rest of the cars behind him, and he's got BT Targa behind him, and that GTR is not easy to drive. I tested it not long ago, and it is a handful. So, and
he's done well to withstand the pressure, because he's had both Spliffmeister and Mace Gamer really piling it onto him at stages in this one. Currently BT Targa closing up to within 7/10 of a second here as we come into the final sector, but I think that Ian's just about gonna...
I think he's just got it.
Ride it out, yeah. It looks like the finish line will come in the nick of time here. Ian coming into the final couple of corners now. He's taken a couple of podiums so far this season. Came into this final round, sat fifth in the championship standings. He's about to take his first win in the GT3s here at Motive Racing as he exits the final corner here at Circuit of the Americas here in Austin, Texas. He's going to cross the line. Ian is the race winner tonight for the sprint race here. Fantastic job from him. Brilliant driving. BT Targa comes over in second place. Mace Gamer completes the podium there after a tumultuous race for him.
A very interesting race for him. We've got Rompu here, got Fury right behind him, but Rompu as well coming home in fifth place. Fury going to try and run it to the line, but not quite in time. But yeah, congratulations to Ian. Fantastic drive from him, and finally a win for the Nissan GTR tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to see the Godzilla back on the top step of the podium there. Fastest lap goes to BT Targa. He was the man with the pace, but just got caught up in too many incidents at the start of the race. Didn't really seem to be on the limit in this one, to be fair. The champion of this division from this season, not really. Hasn't really got a whole lot to race for. Maze Gamer completing the podium. Guys, make sure you join us in a few minutes' time for the qualifying session for the feature race. Every single guy out on track will be able to qualify for that one. So join us in a few moments' time. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Motive Racing channel for the feature race qualifying session here at Circuit Americas. We just saw this man, Emo Guy, taking his first win in the GT3s. Oh, goodness me, let's turn that off. Apologies for that. But Emo Guy did an absolutely phenomenal job there in that sprint race in the number 75 Nissan GTR, the Godzilla. He drove a superb race, managing to fend off the challenges of not just Meister but also Meister as well, and BT Targa really gave him a good fight right at the end. So huge congratulations to Ian in taking his first win in the GT3 category. This man Fury didn't have the race that he would have wanted in that race just gone by. I'm sure he'll be wanting to make a statement here and bounce back in the best possible way, driving in his Lambo 666, which I believe Ian's going to be trying to take away from him next season, but I suppose it's whoever gets to that one first.
I think Fury's not enjoying it. I don't think Fury's enjoying driving the Lambo, that's why. I mean,
he prefers the Lambo to the GTR though, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure, but I think me and Fury next season will be tagged up together for teammates in Simplay if he can stay out the bottom three, but rumours talk that we were considering the Lambo, but I think we're looking to be going into the Mercedes like the rest of these guys, like Maze Gamer and BT Targa, but we're still in negotiations. I want to run the Porsche, but I think for both of our abilities, the Mercedes would be the all-round best choice. So it's definitely not GTR. Sorry,
I take your point. It does very much depend on track list though, because obviously if you've got a load of fast tracks like we've had this season, really, then I'd say that the Merc is probably a very good choice. But it really does depend, because around certain tracks the Mercedes is a bit of a handful. It can understeer like crazy, especially around the tight twisty circuits. This one's a little bit of a mix, because obviously you've got a very long straight, you've also got the start finish straight as well, and then you've got this first sector which is definitely not suited to the Merc. But yeah, I mean,
should we take a run with our champion of this year?
Absolutely, I think we should ride on board with BT Targa here for a lap as he comes into the S's here. I think this is an out lap for BT Targa, so this is the first time that we'll be really seeing a full-on qualifying lap from this man in anger this evening. Obviously the practice session we had before isn't really an indicator, because a lot of the guys do run full fuel in preparation for race trim. So BT Targa, this man, he's driven absolutely fantastically this season, hasn't he? Done 4 wins from the 11 races we've had so far. Can he make it 5 in this feature race? He's got a fantastic record in the feature races, always goes better than he does in the sprints. So what do we reckon for this one?
I think for the sprints he's always obviously been hindered from position, so he's obviously had to play the patient game in the sprint races, and in the sprint races you don't have much time. In the feature race he's got 20 laps, so he's got plenty of time if he does drop back to get back through it, and there's a pit stop as well. But he's done everything he needs to do. He's just been scoring points consistently. He hasn't been making silly errors, and when he knew he wasn't quickest, he just bagged the points. He just got the points he needed, and that's why he's already champion. Just seeing he's now coming into this tight twisty stuff, and he's driving this track incredibly well. He's just been patient on the power. Everyone else seems to be quite eager to get on the power, but BT just seems to just take his time. He's just hitting every apex and just going nice and smooth around the track.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just coming in towards the final section now. He's about to start his first flying lap of this feature race qualifying session. One man who I know will also be out there with a point to prove is Maze Gamer, because he had a couple of spins in that sprint race. Maybe he's had to make some adjustments to the setup, possibly the colder track here at Circuit in the Americas being this time of year. Obviously we're in the end of November now, so it's very much winter in Texas, which is usually quite a warm sort of state in the USA, but these guys will not be used to this sort of temperature in this part of the world. But Maze Gamer will definitely be wanting to respond after those couple of mistakes, which definitely put pay to his chances of taking that win, and very much handed it to Ian. We'll be looking to see if Maze Gamer can replicate the type of form that we've seen coming into this race, because obviously the last few races really have been outstanding for this man Maze Gamer. But we're currently looking at Ugbar at the moment. No, we're looking at Fury now. So Fury comes into this one sat in 7th in the championship. He's taken a season best finish of 2nd place at Donington in the sprint race. That's his only podium so far I'm sure he'll be looking to make that 2 podiums tonight here at in Texas. But Ogbar currently sat on P1 here in this qualifying session on a 2-minute 10.2. He sat in 4th place in the championship coming into this one. He's taken 3 podiums so far this season, has Ogbar, so he's been there or thereabouts in a few of the races. His low point of the season was definitely Sakito. Was he there? It just shows up.
He was.
He was there, so he retired from both races.
Yeah, he was really struggling that night. He was getting caught up in all sorts of issues and trouble. The problem with Ogbar is he always ends up. He's got fast pace. He's got good race speed, but he just ends up in collisions that aren't his fault. He just ends up in the accidents.
He's definitely got a magnet attached to that car.
Yeah, and it's not just in GTs. It tends to happen to him in LMP2 as well. Just the little mistakes that other people make, he ends up involved in those incidents, and it's not even necessarily his fault. Ogbar's a very clean and fast driver, so it's very rare to see this happen to him.
He's definitely got some matching bearings to certain other cars out there on that grid, but here's Boostin currently sat in 2nd here in this qualifying session, only half a second off of Ogbar's time. Boostin comes into this round a little way down the championship order. He's down in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th place in the championship standings. His best result of the season was actually a 4th place finish at Fuji in the sprint race last week. He did an absolutely phenomenal job in that one. He will be, I'm sure, looking to build on that one, maybe get a podium here in this final race of the season. BT Target's gone top of the pile though, Dan. He's absolutely blown everybody else out of the water with that one, a 2:07.1.
2.5 seconds faster than Ogbar. I mean,
oh my god.
This just shows no one has touched the 207s in what I've seen. Everyone's been, the best I've seen from May's Gamer was a 208, so and that's a low 207 as well. BT really showing what he can do around here at the Circuit of the Americas.
He's absolutely on it at the moment, but May's Gamer, I'm sure, will be chiming in with something in a few moments' time. We'll have to wait and see in the shape of what. Meister coming up towards the line now, and he goes P2, so 1.5 seconds off of that top time being set by BT Targa. We saw Meister throwing away the race win in the sprint race a couple of times. Blokey Devil currently coming around the last sector. Rompu still yet to set a lap time coming up the back straight now, but we're midway through this feature race qualifying session here. Guys, I just want to say quickly to those of you watching live on YouTube, on the Motive Racing channel, if you want to get involved in the action, then be sure to go to motiveracing.com and make sure you get involved on the track. Our new season sign-ups will be coming up in the next few days. I think the aim is to get it up by the 1st of December. We've got Project Cars 2 Season 6 and ACC Season 3. We're also hopefully getting F1 2020 leagues sorted out for the new year. So there is lots and lots going on. Make sure to check it out, have a look. We're exclusively on the PlayStation 4 platform at the moment. We will be expanding to PC probably at some point, but that might not be for another year or so. We'll have to wait and see, watch that space. We will definitely be getting something going once we have the people to help us do so.
Yeah, for sure. We need to get as many sign-ups as possible. And to the people who are currently watching right now, we've got 14 people watching. Please hit that like button. We've only got 7 likes at the minute, so please hit the button and like the video if you're enjoying what you're seeing right now. But yeah, this is my first season with these guys, and I tell you now, if anyone's listening and is interested, please get involved. It's good fun. Great community, a great bunch of people who run it, and it's a good laugh. We even have like the non-important league races where we just mess around and have fun. It's great fun. Seriously, sign up if you want to get involved. There's plenty of disciplines for anyone, and we always want to hear your suggestions as well. Throw your suggestions of what we can run and what we can do, and if you want to be a steward as well, we can get you sorted to that, and also be a commentator. So plenty of things to do here at Motive.
That's it. And Dan here alongside me joined our community around 7 or 8 weeks ago, and
just for this season.
Yeah, for this season actually. And he started commentating alongside myself from Imola, I think, onwards, wasn't it? So only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
I think I've done maybe 7 commentaries now.
Yeah, so Dan alongside me made his first commentary 3 weeks ago at Imola, and you can see, well, you heard him, obviously he's done solo commentaries by himself over the course of this week, both in the touring cars and the GTEs, he's taken to commentary like a fish to water. And so if you want to get involved in commentary, if you think it's something you might be good at, you think you've got a hidden talent somewhere for gift of the gab maybe, then make sure you come along, let us know about it, and we can sort you out with a spot in the commentary booth. But Smoky Devil currently coming round the last corner. He's still yet to set a timed lap at the moment, Dan.
I think he's struggling. He just keeps getting a bit wide, and it looks like he gets track invalids as well on my race feed. But maybe this is a clean lap for him. And no, it's not. He's still struggling just to do one lap, and so is Rompu as well. These two really struggling just to have one clean lap. It's just, I think the temperature and the night race as well is really affecting these cars this evening. But for the likes of BT, it's not really facing him. And I've just noticed BT's done a 206. BT's flying. Manny's Gamer now into 207s as well, but as soon as he gets into the 7s, BT goes into the 6s. The guy's on rails around here.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Maze Gamer looking like, well, there's Rompu coming over the line. He does finally set a lap time, but he's 2:20, so he's a long way off that pace set by BT Tiger. Maze Gamer 7/10 off of BT Tiger. I don't know if we can get the split times up, down. If you click the icon in the bottom that says maps, and then we should be able to get some timings on the screen. Yeah, splits and map. And if you click map, then that should bring up what sector times these guys are doing, so we can get an idea who's on a quick lap. But BT Tiger really setting the pace at the moment, and that's no mean feat, setting a 206, considering that we're in the night time here. The track temperature very cold. It's very much a hard tyres type of track, so they're not. It's going to be so hard to get those tyres working. The soft tyres do not work around Circuit in Americas on Project Cars 2. I'm telling you that now. It's impossible to drive on the soft tyres around this track. These guys will all be on the hard tyres. You just can't get the softs to work for whatever reason. But also, it's going to be a real slog trying to get those hard tyres up to temperature in order to work in their optimum range. We're currently seeing the sprint race winner Emo guy just come in. Is he bringing into the pits? It looks like he. Oh, is no, I don't know.
Is that fuel?
Yeah, could be fuel now. I think Emo guy just running dry as he came in towards the final corner. Oakbar now coming through the middle sector now out onto the back straight. He's got Fury just up ahead of him on the track at the moment. Fury currently sat in 6th in this qualifying session. A little way down the order. It's surprising to see Fury struggling as much as he is. Meister currently running in 4th in this qualifying session, 1.9 seconds off of that provisional pole time being set by BT Targo. Smoky Devil over the line. He goes P8.
Finally
moves himself up ahead of Rompu. Yeah, not a decent lap time there from Smoky Devil, but still some way away from the top times being set by BT Target and Maze Gamer. Maze Gamer in the pits, so he obviously doesn't think he can improve. Fury sliding the car around a little bit. Riding the cars. Oh, Fury's round! Rompu coming into the last corner now. What can Rompu do on this latest lap? Fury getting all sorts of out of shape there, coming through in towards the final sector, but Rompu coming up towards the line. Can he improve his lap time? He goes P8. Yeah, not by enough though. He's currently P8 in this session. Oakbar sat in 5th in the leaderboard at the moment. He's just coming in towards the final couple of corners now. Onto the brakes. Gets the hammer down out of the last corner. See what Oakbar can do as he comes up towards the line now.
Doesn't improve.
No.
Swiftmaster now in the final corner. Can he do anything? Can he now separate the top 3 who will not get enough time to go out and do another lap? So Swiftmaster really looking like the only one who can really upset them, and he hasn't improved. So he really needs to try and get this lap dialed in, and hopefully he can improve. We've got Boost in just finishing that lap as well. So we've got currently 5 cars on track, and these guys are the only ones who can finish their lap time if they have enough fuel. As the Ugbar now pits, so he's done for the session. So who's the ones we want to keep an eye on? Fury's one that we need to keep an eye on. Rompu is slowly been improving. He's still a tenth down at this minute, so he's not going to improve by much if he does. But now we see the qualifying session has come to an end, so this is their last laps. The top 3, I think, are quite happy in their positions. The only man who can really upset them is Swiftmaster, I think. But we'll see Rompu does improve in that sector, so he's finding pace.
But it's fine margins though, that it's not enough to get himself in the mix at the moment. He's 4 seconds off for that top time, and a 1/10 of a second is definitely not going to butter no crumpets here at the end of this session, but he's coming up through. Yeah, he's getting a little bit out of shape as he comes into the last sector. A little bit of a lift there coming through that right-hander.
Yeah, Fury's just pulled out as well, so Fury's done for this session. He's going to be starting a best of 6th place. So what can Boostin, Rompu and Swiftmaster do? As we got Rompu, who's going to be the first one to come around, and he comes into the final corner. Has he found a lot of pace in that final sector? I'm not sure he has, but he comes across the line. He's trying to beat the other Ferrari. Can he beat Boostin? He does. He goes a little bit quicker, but can Boostin now pay it back? And he's
big slide. Oh no, I think that's it for Boostin. Well, there's Spiffmeister out on track. Spiffmeister's just coming into the last sector now. This man currently sat in 4th in this qualifying session. He had a chance to win that sprint race. He threw it away when he was sat behind Emo Guy. He's currently 3/10 off of his. Oh, and looks like he's bringing it into the pits there. Yep, that's definitely going to have validated his lap time there. Spiffmeister throwing away that lap. He'll start on the 2nd row alongside the race winner from the sprint race, Emo Guy. But it is BT Target and Maze Gamer starting on the front row. The champion of the GT3 division here at Motive Racing, starting the final race on pole position ahead of Maze Gamer, who's also 2nd in the championship. He'll be hoping to make a good start, and there's a lot of overtaking opportunities here at Circuit of the Americas. For example, the first corner, so we're looking forward to this one. Emo Guy, Spliffmeister, Ugbar and Fury, then Rompu, Boostin and Smoky Devil rounding out the field. 20 laps ahead of us here at Circuit of the Americas. Dan, who's your money on?
I don't like to make predictions because I keep getting them wrong and I keep jinxing them. But you can't look past than the champion himself. BT could be the one to take the race win. But if Maze Gamer can keep it cool and keep it calm, he can maybe pick up the pieces as well. But if I were to pick a race winner, I'm going to go with BT if it was me. But anything can happen. And yourself, Andy?
Well, I can't go through the same as you, so I'm going to put my money on Maze Gamer for this one. I think that he's going to take the fight to BT Targa in this race. He's going to be out there with a point to prove after making a couple of mistakes in that sprint race. BT Targa hasn't really got a whole lot to prove anymore, having won the championship. I'm sure he'll want to sign off on a high note, but Maze Gamer, I feel, is just going to have that more of an incentive to go for it in this one. So Maze Gamer is my pick. Let us know in the comments, guys, who you think is going to take the victory tonight. JR Sim Racing there saying that's autocorrect at its finest. Sorry, bro. Well, I'm glad to know that autocorrect really likes my commentary. That's great to know. Thanks, JR. Cheers for that, mate. So, yeah, we're about to go racing here at Circuit of the Americas. Please, guys, if you like what you see here on the Motive Racing channel, then drop a like on this video, subscribe if you enjoy our content. And if you want to get involved, go to motiveracing.com. That is where you can get some of your tickets at some of the Cleveland's fastest sim racing on the PlayStation 4 platform. If you know where I got that quote from, then you have been around for a very long time, since an old league that we did back in the day. But here we go anyway for the start of this one.
Yeah, in my head.
Kembo76 made that quote. So here we go then. Emo Guy, we wanted to get a good start from the 2nd row. The sprint race winner. And it looks like we've all... Ian's not readied up. Oh my goodness. That is very unfortunate there for Emo Guy. We're going to have 8 cars taken to the grid for this one. BT Targa, Maze Gamer. It looks like we're lights out and away we go. It's a slightly sloppy start there from Maze Gamer. He's already got Spliffmeister attacking towards the inside. Looks like Fury's got the outside of Ugbar coming up towards turn 1. Maze Gamer making a dive to the inside here. He's got a bad start, but he's trying to make up for it into turn 1. He tries to push BT Targa out a little bit. Oh, Fury's round. Fury and Smoky Devil coming together there. Rompu also looks like he's got caught up in that one as well. 3-4 cars involved in that first corner collision there. Looks like Smoky Devil, Rompu, Fury and Ugbar all getting into a tangle. Maze Gamer though has got the lead here ahead of BT Targa after making a very late move to the inside. Oh, Boostin's round! Is that Boostin there? No, it's not. It's Rompu. That was Rompu driving the same livery, same car. Rompu is down into last place here on the opening lap, but BT Targa has been passed by Maze Gamer. I said earlier on, Maze Gamer would have a lot of incentive to get himself up into ahead of BT Targa here, having lost the championship to him, and he's currently doing a fantastic job here, Dan.
Yeah, but remember, you can't win a race in the first few laps, can you, Andy? So
no,
right now, BT will be sitting there watching and just being patient. He knows he's got Swiftmaster behind him as well, but yeah, we've got currently Maze Gamer leading this away.
We're joined in the commentary box by Emo Guy. Obviously didn't ready up for that feature race. Ian, tell us what happened there, mate.
My game completely glitched and did not let me to ready up.
No way.
I was trying to phone you to see if we could do a restart, but it wasn't going through.
Sorry to hear that, mate. It's a bit too late now. Sorry, man. Ian, I do want to chat to you actually, because obviously you did just take the sprint race win, and it was a really, really impressive drive from yourself. You had to. Oh, Swiftmeister's round! Oh my goodness, Swiftmeister facing the wrong way, and then you see Fury having to thread the needle there, trying to work his way through past Smokey and Swiftmeister at the same time. And it looks like we've got Swiftmeister trying to make the move back up the inside there of Smokey Devil. Unbelievable stuff there. Ogbar getting pushed out a little bit by Fury. Fury up into 6th place. Fury looks like he's now coming under pressure from Ogbar back again. It looks like Rompu trying to get involved in this action as well. And that is Ogbar getting absolutely swamped there. Oh my goodness, I'd hate to have been Ogbar in that situation. He was probably just blinking and praying that nothing happened. But he's going to try to go back up the inside here of Smokey. He's back up into 6th place, goes a little bit deep into the penultimate corner. But that is currently Swiftmeister there, trying to drive away from this pack. You can see here, Ogbar's got his mirrors absolutely full of Smokey Devil. Coming into the last side, they both go wide. And Rompu picks up the pieces up into 6th place there, Dan.
Yeah, very much so, and it looks like they're still going. We got Rompu, who's trying to give Ukbar a run for his money, and is he going to have the inside line going into the breaking point? It was easy. Fury is throwing one down the inside as well. But
Swiftmeister's ahead of Fury.
Smokey Devil nearly hit the back of these guys, but Rompu gets the move done, and he's now going to try and pull away from Ukbar. But yeah, Fury trying to catch onto the back of Swiftmaster. But that in a minute is the I was going to say 3 Mercedes, but it's the 2 Mercedes of Maze Gamer, BT Target, and Boosted.
Now, where have we seen a 2 Mercedes out front before? I can't quite remember.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't think I've ever seen a Mercedes take a win. Do you?
It's that single-seater thing that happens on Sunday afternoons every couple of weeks.
Is it Formula E? You talking about?
No, that's the other one, mate. What's it called? Formula One. That's it. Formula One.
I thought you meant IndyCar, but. Anyway, we got Maze Gamer currently leading away, and we got Emo Guy joining us in the commentary.
Sorry about that, Ian. I was about to ask you about the sprint race, and then we had an absolute ton of action, which ended up preoccupying us there. But obviously, absolutely gutting for yourself not being able to start this feature race. I just want to get your thoughts on that sprint race. How was that for you, taking the victory?
Fury drowned.
Oh, Fury spun it. Oh no, Fury down to P6. That's Rompu up into 5th place there. So Fury getting a little bit hot coming out of the left-hander at the end of the back straight, and he's now lost a position or two, and he's currently 13 seconds off of the race leader Maze Gamer. And that's Rompu there going very wide there. I just want to quickly ask you, Ian, how has that taken your first win in the GT3s, I believe?
Yeah, it was my first one in the GT3s, and I got one earlier in the season, but unfortunately I cannot remember what exactly happened. I must have spun or something, but yeah, it was great to take my first one. Unfortunately, I was as stated obviously that I wouldn't be able to do it again tonight, but it was fantastic. Just like my wins and the touring cars, it made me feel fantastic. All the work that I put in throughout the season in the GTR, it's finally paid off.
I mean, it's been a baptism of fire for you, jumping in that Godzilla car, because you really have taken to it so well, and it's great to see that you've found a car that just really works for you nicely. Obviously, I know that you're going to be gutted about having not started that feature race, and I can hear it, I can feel it. It's pretty clear that you are gutted about that one, but I won't delve too deep into it. I just want to try and let you know you did an amazing job in that sprint race. Really, really happy for you on that one. I'm sure you can take solace from that.
Yeah, I was trying to fight Ogbar and I believe it was Rompu to try and fight for third in the championship. But depending on where they finish, it might not happen.
It's a shame that that's been taken out of your hands, then, mate. It really is. We're currently seeing Fury on the back of Rompu. Rompu goes deep, coming out to the back straight. Yeah, that's Fury up into 4th place there.
Swiftmaster did spin it earlier in the lap, so he's now behind those two.
Yeah,
he seems to be struggling right now, doesn't he? He doesn't seem to have the pace he did before, but these Mercedes seem to be very easy to spin. The only man who seems to be on top of them is BT, but we're currently watching this fight, and the Swiftmaster just can't get in the zone right now.
No, I don't know what it is with Swiftmeister tonight in this feature race. He was very strong in the sprint. Maybe the track temperature dropping a little bit has caught him out, but we've currently got Rompu all over the back of Fury. Looks like he's dropped off a little bit through those couple of corners actually. He was right up his chuff a few moments ago, but Fury currently sat in 4th place a little way off. Oh, Rompu goes deep. Rompu very wide there, but Swiftmeister backs out of it. He had that run on him, but he had to lift off a little bit. Maybe he had a slowdown penalty from the race director. So it's as you were between these guys at the moment.
Smokey, he does not having a great race tonight, is he?
Smokey Devils having an absolute nightmare at the back.
He's struggling in that Bentley. I don't think the Bentley is running that well this evening. It probably doesn't suit that car, but he really is struggling. He barely sounds like he's on the power at all.
At least it does better than what I did, but in terms of performance and how it just handles in general, it should have done a lot better than the GTR. But again, I'm not trying to bring the man down on how he drives, but I guess it's just down to the personal skill of the driver.
Swiftmeister and Ugbar, they're coming together on the exit of turn 1. They're both in the round. It looks like Swiftmeister was facing the wrong way for a moment there. Ugbar gets it pointing in the right direction. Swiftmeister gets away much quicker than Ugbar does. But that's the disaster for both of those guys. They lose a lot of time there to Fury and Rompu.
I think Swiftmeister dropped it in the hairpin trying to defend from Rompu, got on the power too eager and then had a spin. And then Ugbar once again getting caught up in someone else's accident.
There's something new for you guys. Ugbar just seems to get the worst lion's share of luck here in pretty much every single series that he races in. The GT3s and the LMP2s. Saturday nights just have not been his. Have not really been he hasn't really had the rub of the green on Saturday nights here at Motive Racing over the course of this season. I know what I'm trying to say. Just can't say.
Maybe we should change. Maybe we should do this on Sundays and do that. Do ACC and the touring cars on Saturdays. See how he gets on.
I think kind of Saturday suits him best, though, doesn't it? So.
Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't on this basis from what we're seeing this season.
No,
but probably schedule-wise, it probably helps him out.
Schedule-wise, absolutely.
Racing-wise, I think it really does not really help him out. But
no,
he might have some better luck later on this evening in the Le Mans LMP2 race, which I'm going to be nervous for. So I definitely
guys, if you didn't already know, Unorthodox Dan next to me is actually, well, he's not next to me in person, but you know, in the commentary box, he is actually going to be racing in the LMP2. Oh yeah, are you right there, mate?
Oh yeah, how are you doing?
How you doing, man?
Notice you there.
Yeah, sorry, I just gave me a little pat on the back there, guys. You didn't see that, but basically, Dan is actually going to be racing in the LMP2 finale a little bit later on. Ian's hopefully going to be alongside me in the commentary box, right?
Of course.
Oh, good. Always good to have Ian alongside me.
The one rule I've got is we do not talk about Dan from the very beginning of the stream to the very end.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. We'll just pretend he's not even there. We'll be like, Ben Parkey's already won the championship. Here he comes.
Great, you guys are really filling me with confidence by saying that.
Here's Champ. We know that Champ's going to win the race tonight. We know that he's already agreed with Unorthodox.
Don't precursor it. No. We don't want... Anyway, we got Maze Gamer currently leading away. I'll tell you what, BT's actually quite up to the back of him, and I'm not even trying to change the subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually has.
It actually looks like the pack of Fury and Rompu have actually catching up to back of Biston as well. Oh, Biston nearly spun it.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened to Boosted there, but Rompu's really close up onto the back of him now. I've got a couple of comments coming in. Champ says, Dan, if it helps, just remember the plan. There you go, Dan. There's your talk.
Yeah.
Good talk there, Champ. Good talk.
Yeah.
From a champ himself.
Oh, Fury's going for a move.
Oh, there we go. Is he going to get it done though? At the inside of Rompu, excuse me. Looks like he has done it.
Yeah, he does.
Great stuff there from Fury.
I'm really getting frustrated by the cameraman when it comes to that.
Yeah, I think that we've definitely taken the Bruno cameraman from Simplay's GT3s along with us to every single round nearly this season.
Dan, if you think you could do a better job, get out of the box and go and do it yourself.
Yeah, Dan, go on. Head down to turn 11. Go and take the camera off of him and sort it out. Go on, Dan.
Do I get a picnic chair as well, like Fernando?
We've got a buggy here.
Stand.
We've got a buggy. You can drive it around the perimeter of the track. It takes about 15 minutes to get there from here. There you go.
Right.
There's the keys.
But the rule, you're not allowed to use the buggy to sit down on when you're doing the camera. You have to stand.
That's not fair.
You have to stand all day for the whole race.
Don't complain then.
All right, okay. Just give me a minute. I'll be down there in a sec. 2 secs. I'll do a Martin Brundle. Give me 2 minutes.
It's 4 miles, so you're gonna. It'll take a little while.
Especially for him.
The perimeter of the track, mate. It's a long way away.
I should be in that bloody base game when I get there.
Just you what to do? Flag down one of the cars and then tell them to stop to give you a lift. Oh, Fury's lost it!
Oh
Fury's
no!
lost it!
No, Fury's come to pick me up. Can you see? Can you not see me?
Hey Ian, where's your GTR
Guys,
parked up? Is it in the pits yet?
I'm in track. See?
Yeah.
Ah, got
Fury's
it.
giving me a lift. I've got the camera now. Dear, I've attached a GoPro on Fury's helmet. He's currently streaming for us right now.
Fury there having an absolute mare coming through that first sector. He's currently sat in 5th place here. He's got Meister just down the road from him. Both of these guys have had their fair share of bad luck during this feature race. It's not really gone to plan for either of these boys. Boosting currently with Rompu closing in on him a little bit now. Rompu was 6 tenths faster on that previous lap, closing in on a podium spot here in this feature race. But the battle at the front, Base Game has managed to get a little bit of a cushion back over BT Targa. Oh, right, Dan has just arrived at this corner.
I've got Fury in my sights.
Fury there, just coming through the... That's actually brilliant camera work there, Dan. I've got to say, that's much better than the previous guy. Have you given him a slap around the face and and a coffee as well, maybe?
Oh yeah, can
liven him up a bit.
Get paid. All my hard work, I get paid in coffees. Thanks, guys.
Did you do the typical American thing of getting a McDonald's?
No. I went for a Burger King in the end.
Oh. How could you do that? The Burger King buns are so dry.
Come on, man, you could have at least bought him some Krispy Kremes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but like the Burger King was closer.
Yeah, but Burger King's rotten, man. The buns are always so dry.
Oh, that's shoddy.
Why? I don't understand. Like how when we ever do commentary and Ian joins us. Oh, May's Gamer cuts half the track.
Yeah, May's Gamer
Ian joins us. We always
observing the track limits there.
We end up off subject of racing and then onto something really bizarre. I think we did accents not long ago.
Yeah.
And now we're onto food.
To be fair, though, I think it's. I don't know what it is.
When you go. It's just you know, I'm whimsical. I like to change things. I like to keep things interesting instead of the boring crap that you spotter.
I just had Andy bigging me up, saying I'm one of the best commentators he ever has joined with him. So
that's the best joke I've heard about you.
Yeah, I was just watering your ego. I was just bigging you up because it's funny.
And JR says I got a hot voice as well. So
yeah, but that's the best joke out there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the best joke I've heard about you.
My nan's just walked in the room. Are you right, Nana? Have you been watching the stream?
Eh?
Do you want to commentate? Sit down. Sit down here. Sit down.
Your dinner's on the table.
My dinner's on it. No, I'm commentating. I'm in the middle of a race. I can't eat my dinner. Is it Chinese?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll be about 20 minutes. Maybe 25 minutes. Are you okay?
Anyway.
Tell you that he was...
Do you want to commentate on this race?
I can't commentate on that.
Yes, you can. Of course you can.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Dan and Ian.
Who?
Evening.
Dan and Ian. They say evening.
Who's Dan and Ian?
They're my friends who I do the racing with.
Oh.
You have friends?
Even this
No, actually, you're not my friend. You're a dickhead.
Huh?
I'm joking.
Whoa, Andy, watch the language, mate. We are live.
Whoa, sorry.
Anyway, currently watching Fury.
What?
No, it's only a joke. It's alright. So we've got Maze Gamer still holding this lead, but he's currently managing to hold off BT Targa by the slimmest of margins at the moment. BT Targa really hunting him down. The champion-elect of this series this season is currently giving Maze Gamer something to think about here. We knew Maze Gamer would be out there with a point to prove, but at the moment he's managing to hold him off by the skin of his teeth.
Radiator on.
I think it is, man. Yeah, it should be.
It's freezing.
Going back to Ian's comment about food, I'm just seeing a chap has commented saying the only thing Burger King does good are the shakes, and then they aren't even that good either.
Nah, I like the chips.
Maze Gamer. Sorry, Ian. Maze Gamer just had a big twitch, and now BT Targa is right behind him.
I love the chip. I prefer Burger King chips over McDonald's, but I prefer McDonald's burgers over Burger King.
Well, leave it until 20 minutes. And then what can you do?
Yeah, I'll eat my Chinese in 20 minutes.
Huh?
I'll eat it in 20 minutes.
You put it in the microwave then?
I'll put it in the microwave when I come down. Don't do it now, because then it'll be cold by the time I get down there.
Spliffmaster's had a spin.
They're in there now?
Yeah, looks like it, and
I am
Ugbar got past
commentating.
him, and Fury as well is pulled the gap. But what's going on with Fury? He's struggling here.
Oh.
Ugbar gets past Fury as well.
He's using the EBS.
Simpay Motorsport in the comment section, boys, saying hello. Sorry I'm late. What have I missed? Well, Simpay, you
Hello,
missed. Ian taking his first win in the GT3s in the sprint race. Massive congratulations to Ian. Unfortunately, his game decided to do a little bit of a poo-poo before the race.
So I don't know what happened. I went, Fury done a weird noise or something like that. Then I tried to save the gameplay, the thing for the audio.
I think I might have something for you on that, Ian. Yeah, basically what happens if you press if you load up the menu screen in between sessions, then it freezes the game so that basically you can't do anything. You can just see the track, but you can't access the menu or anything like that.
It's changing it's changing the different parts of the track. Yeah,
if you load up the PlayStation menu in between sessions, that's what happens.
Andy, what is the pit window for this race?
The pit window for this one is lap 7. So we are currently in the pit window. Oh, it's Rompu and Boost in there going side by side here. The two Ferraris battling it out here. Side by side here down the pit straight. Rompu there on the inside. Looks like he's got that one done. He's Boosting to be able to fight back coming towards turn 1. I think Rompu's got that one done and he's up into that final podium spot there. Good driving from Rompu. Boosting, giving him the space and respect. Great stuff there.
It's really difficult to comment on these two because they're both running the same livery. I believe the same number as well, 55. What's boosting them? 55 as well.
Yep.
So that really makes it easier.
Yep.
I mean, we could have had a 6 or 4 to kind of split it up, but obviously not, boys. They're trying to make our lives more difficult.
Inconsiderate.
So, Ugbar pits, by the way. He's first man to take a pit.
Oh yeah, he pulled the trigger.
He has indeed.
Yeah. He's got to give himself a Burger King. That's what he's done.
No, McDonald's.
No, I'm sure there's some Krispy Kremes in the pit lane.
Because McDonald's have actually recently released a triple cheeseburger.
Oh.
Like, damn.
Because that would definitely give you a heart attack.
Oh, it's beautiful though, honestly.
Honestly, it'd be worth the heart attack. It'd be worth it.
A few weeks ago, I went and got one along with a plain, just a normal, like, cheese water pounder or Big Mac, whatever one it was.
Simpay Motorsport.
I put it all into one. So I did, and I was like, fuck. It's alright.
Just a quick shout to Simpay Motorsport. I didn't actually predict Ian for race 2, or my prediction went to Maze Gamer, and he's currently doing bits out the front, so my prediction is looking quite good for this one, Simpay Motorsport.
I tell you what, these two have had a slow lap.
Yeah, they have. Well, last lap was. This one was slightly more on the money. Oh, Maze Gamer sideways! Oh my goodness, he did well tackling onto that. This has brought BT Targa very much back into play here. So this is literally just as I start saying Maze Gamer's my prediction, and he's doing well, and he almost loses the car.
And then Simpay gets it.
There we go.
Time yet, Andy. There we go. So basically, Andy needs to stop predictions then from Champ. We've been saying this all year. Andy's terrible at predictions. Whoever he predicts ends up
starting
being
next
in trouble.
season. I'm going to stop making predictions.
To be fair, so do I. So BT, watch your back, because I've picked you for the win, mate. So at this point, Rompu could win this race.
I'm going to go for Smoky Devil.
Of course you would, Ian. Of course you would.
He's absolutely flying out there. To be fair,
hold on, but Fury's in.
I want to change my prediction. I want to put Ian to take. Oh no, wait, hang on.
I'm going to slap you, Sally.
Dan, apparently I'm rubbing off on you now.
I'm rubbing off on you.
I'm rubbing off on you, apparently.
That's a little bit weird, but
yeah.
I mean, I think, yeah. Damaged. I mean,
making it sliding everywhere right now.
I think I'm the lead commentator tonight because Andy, you're very sluggish today. So,
to be fair, I am a bit of a mess. To be fair, it's only because I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. You know, man's got to go earn money and stuff like that. Alright.
What's your language, mate? Come on. What's your language? We're live. Come on.
Well, I was just calling him a donkey.
Hold on 1 sec. Wait, 1 sec. Testing. I just want to make sure I might not be getting picked up.
Whoa, Maze Gamer's went really wide.
Hold on 1 sec. Wait, 1 sec. Testing. Alright, I'm still being picked up. Boys, I'm gonna because I'm commentating the LMP2, so I better go grab my food. I'll leave this over to you guys because I better grab my food before the MP2 start.
And just for the excited, I don't know what is Maze Gamer up to.
I really do not know. He is going this everywhere right now.
Yeah, he's all over the shot at the minute, and BT Targa is just currently just watching what he's doing. He doesn't want to get too close because he knows he'll end up getting involved in an accident. But as of right now, Maze Gamer is really doing some interesting defensive driving. But I think the majority of the pack behind, other than Rompu, I would say, and possibly Ugbar. No, Ugbar's pitted as well. But majority of the pack behind, other than the top three, have all pitted. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Or maybe Boostin and Rompu.
Yeah, Fury, Splashmaster, Ugbar. I don't know about Smokey though.
Smokey just pitted a second ago. He just pitted a lap ago. So it looks like the top four are the only ones yet still to pit. As we see, currently watching Maze Gamer coming in towards the final corner, if I'm right. Yes, we are. Nope, no.
That's not the final corner. That's the back end of the caught in the track.
They look very similar, alright, Ian?
No, they don't.
He's trying to break the toe. He's trying to break the toe from BT. BT's in that toe, but it doesn't look like BT's in a hurry to get past him. Do you?
No, but he is closing that gap slowly, but every so often. But I think right now he knows that no matter what Maze Gamer does, he's going to win the championship. So I think right now he's just sitting watching them. I think currently Maze Gamer is a second down on his personal best.
Yeah, I think championship-wise, BT's already got it in the bag. All he had to do was turn up this evening, and he won the championship. So he's already got the championship in the bag. I think Maze wants to go out with a bang and finish with a race win, but BT also wants to finish the season on a high with a win as well. But I don't think BT has got any pressure now. He can go and push as hard as he likes, and he's really putting Maze under pressure. As we look back, and it looks like Spiffmaster and Fury are quite close to each other.
Oh yeah.
But Fury seems to be really struggling in that Lambo tonight. He's not enjoying it this evening. I'm not sure if he's running. Is he running pad or is he running on the wheel this evening?
He's actually not. He's not allowed to use his wheel until his birthday. So he's not. His mum's given that explicit note that he's not allowed to have his wheel until it comes to his birthday.
Fury's mum really holding him back there, but probably for the best. He's raced most of the season on the pad and he's used to the pad. So maybe next season, once he's had a bit of time practicing, he can give it a hell on the steering wheel and pedals. But he currently
I've said to him many times that once he's got his wheels set up and everything, I'll quite happily sit and give him some let him practice and everything. So
oh, of course, and I'm pretty sure the majority of us will join in and help him out. But we've seen Swiftmaster looking to try and get around the outside, maybe get the undercut. But Fury's gone and spun it. Too much pressure once again, and the pressure just seems to get to Fury when he needs to just be calm. It all gets too much for him, and then he ends up just dropping it. But I feel like Fury has got strong pace. Fury has, but it's just the little things that just catch him out. Just the consistency needs to be a bit better, and he could be up the pace with the likes of Maze and BT.
Oh yeah, because I know right now that he is listening to us. Hi Fury.
Hi Fury.
Yeah, stop bending it and focus. Stop listening to us.
Yeah, he can definitely hear us doing his trademark flashing that you find really irritating, if I'm right.
No, I've actually got over it now. That since everybody kept on doing it, it got old really quickly.
Ever since Road America and LMP2, when I started joining in.
Yeah. Every time you do something that annoys me, it gets old really fast.
It's I'll tell you what, it's very distracting trying to just annoy you when in a mid-race, It's trying to flash my lights. I think I made several mistakes at Road America just because I was just trying to flash my lights at you. But just have a look at the comments quickly while things are a little bit quiet.
Hold on, BT's coming in.
Well, BT's getting his pit stop out the way, so has he made enough of a gap to get in front of Rompu and do some fast lap times and jump Maze Gamer? Question is, does Maze Gamer react and come in to the pit straight away, or will he try and push the stint a little bit longer? But if I was Maze, I'd react and come back in as soon as possible.
Yeah.
BT done and dusted. He's on his way. We should easily come out in front of Rompu. Where's Rompu?
Rompu, he's only just coming around the final corner in a second.
Yeah, he's here in the final corner. So, and BT is at the end of the pit lane pretty much. So Rompu is not going to catch up to BT. So BT's got this perfect opportunity now. If it's just one lap, it's going to be one quick lap from BT, and he knows what he needs to do to get in front of Maze. Maze is probably just trying to push it as well. Boosting's in, so that fight between Boosting and Rompu's kind of equaled itself out a little bit. Rompu's had the bit of the advantage over him. He goes really wide there, but we'll keep an eye on the leaders.
Right now, as it stands, the only two people still to come in is Rompu and Maze Gamer.
Yeah, so we should see how this plans out. We should see. Hope if Maze Gamer does a nice clean lap.
BT's lost it.
No, that's not what BT wants. He does not want to be spinning on his outlap. Oh no, and look who's right behind him, it's Rompu. Rompu's still yet to pit, but he's going to give BT a bit of a hard time. Possibly because of the cold tyres, just sitting there waiting and driving slow. But Rompu looking down the inside. Oh, he thought about it. But
come on, boys.
Keep it clean, boys, keep it clean. As we're seeing BT now just holding him back. But if I was Maze, I'd be in now. If he's noticed that BT's lost time, get in now, get it done. While he's still busy fighting with Rompu.
Yeah.
We're watching Maze Gamer now. He's coming through the final sector. Coming into the penultimate corner, if I'm correct. So, does he opt to go into pits or not? What's he do?
Nah, yeah. He's going out. He's going in. Oh, he hits the wall big time.
That's one way of getting in the pit lane. It's a good thing there's not damage on. But let's keep an eye on where BT is.
Yeah. BT is just he's coming. He's got roughly about 3 corners left before he reaches up, catches up to him.
Currently, Maze quick pit stop really pushes the lollipop out the way. Where is he going to bring himself out of the pit lane? He should be in front. BT is only now got to the penultimate corner, so he looks like he's going to get a pretty decent gap between.
And Maze is off.
BT. He's off, and BT's only now coming into the final corner. So, where BT made that.
Rompu in.
Yep, Rompu gets his pit done as well. So that one little mistake that BT made, he's also got traffic of Smoky Devil in the way. That one little tiny mistake where he was only less than a second behind. He's now lost 10 seconds to Maze Gamer.
Oh, that really has to hurt. But he's closing that gap. It's coming down by a good amount of time actually.
Yeah, seeing Smoky Devil just getting out of his way as best he can, but BT needs to get his head down. He's got 6 laps left, and he was definitely much quicker than Maze, and Maze just doesn't seem to be as consistent with his driving. He seems to make little mistakes here and there, but
well, Maze Gamer's best lap is actually better than BT Targa's.
Yeah, but he seems to have off laps. He seems to have one fantastic lap, and then he has one dreadful lap. You know, it's a little bit inconsistent. BT, even though he's not lapping quickly, he's lapping consistently quick. If that makes sense, he's not quickest on track, but he seems to lost more time. He's dropped 2 seconds to Mace now. So what's happening to BT? He's really struggling.
It was just picking up speed from coming out that corner.
I can see it now that the deficit is going back to where it was. But it's going to be a hard job for BT to bring it back, but Maze just needs to keep his head cool and just keep it clean. That's all he needs to do now.
Yeah, hold on. Fury has been at it. He's currently sitting in 4th. That's going to be a good result for him tonight.
Yeah, let's not curse him too much because he's currently got Swiftmaster right behind him, trying to get past, and a bit of a redemption for Swiftmaster. He was quick in the sprint race, but he kept making mistakes. And the same here again in the feature, and these two have been going at it for a majority of the race, I would say. But but Fury just hanging in there at the minute, and I just noticed as well, Boostin's lost loads of time. He's now down in 7th. He was fighting with Rompu, and now he's right at the back of this train.
Yeah, he was actually fighting. He was actually fighting BT Targa, I'm sure, at one point, was he not?
He was just coming up to the back of... no, I think it was Rompu who caught up to the back of BT. But
Was it?
Boostin, they're running the same livery, aren't they? So Boostin and Rompu were battling hard against each other, and I think whatever's happened to Boostin, he seems to have lost loads of time at the minute. But currently watching Fury right now, trying to hold back the powerful Mercedes of Swiftmaster in that bright green Mercedes, and Fury's doing a good job. He just has a little bit of a twitch there. Swiftmaster gets a sniff of an opportunity, but Swiftmaster has to be patient. Fury just has to keep an eye on what's going on. Swiftmaster got a great run out of that corner there.
Looks like Fury got a better one, though.
Looks like it, but we know that Mercedes is quick as well. Will he try and shove it down the inside?
No.
He thought about it, but he backed out of it.
He's lost
Fury's
it.
dropped it. It's that hairpin. He seems to struggle with that hairpin every time. Just trying to get on the power too soon and too eager. He's really struggling with that hairpin at this minute.
Yeah.
Go back to BT Targa. He's making up some time, but not enough.
Well, that's going to be as this game are going to be able to hold out that gap in time for the race finish, or as BT Targa going to be able to bring up that time, because he's currently 0.008 seconds up in his personal best, so he's definitely making up a good amount of time.
Yeah, I think all Maze Gamer has to do is just keep it on the road. If he makes one slight mistake, then BT's back in a chance of.
He's lost it. Oh, he's not. He's kept it going.
Was that BT?
Yeah, he went Tokyo drifting there for a second.
Oh, I think he's trying too hard now. He's just trying to get back on that pace, but May's doing exactly what he needs to do. And we're looking at Simplay Motorsport. Where's Andy gone? He's currently gone to stuff his face with Chinese food. And Maze is going for a little drift, and he's dropped it. Ooh! Maze makes a mistake in the hairpin.
That's the third time in that hairpin first corner that he had done that.
Him and Fury both seem to be struggling with that hairpin, and see BT Target, he takes it much smoother and cleaner. So, and I just noticed as well, Fury's got back onto Swiftmaster. So,
oh wow,
these two are inseparable right now. They just want to keep racing all night long.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see him actually getting out there in battle, and so, especially considering the night that he's had. It's still fantastic to see that he's been able to keep up with other folk, and right now he's doing really well with keeping up with Swiftmaster.
Yeah, and Swiftmaster was lapping relatively quickly as well, so it's not like he's racing someone like that's lower his abilities. Swiftmaster is a quick driver, so it's really good for Fury. He's having a good fight with him as well. I know Fury, he likes a good fight, but as long as it's clean.
Yeah.
But he gets very frustrated if it's not a clean race. So at the minute, he's probably absolutely loving this right now. As long as these two keep it clean. Ooh, Fury got a better run out of hairpin this time. And he's right on the back of him. Ooh, into the S's. He had to hit the brake. He had to hit the brake, as you saw there. But it caught him up at the wrong place. Like the S's are very, very difficult to try and get past. You really got to have some balls of steel to get through there. But he's dropped it. Oh, Fury, mate! What? Just a little bit too eager. He's just trying too hard now. He's just trying
now he's falling back into the clutch of the lug bar.
And we know Ugbar doesn't take any prisoners, so...
It just took a large chunk of that corner there, the dog bar.
He took a lot of curb, didn't he? I'm surprised he hasn't got a slowdown for that. But, yeah, that was a bit of a hop and a skip and a bounce for Ugbar. We're currently looking at the leaders. They're currently lapping similar to each other right now, and the gap is only 9 seconds. So at this minute, BT Tiger will not bring that gap down. But even though BT went much quicker that lap, I think he took a second and a bit out of Maze Gamer.
I would say about second and 300th.
Yeah, so he's definitely quicker, BT. Now he's got his head sorted out and he's calmed down a little bit. He looks like he's back on the pace, but I think it's too little too late now for BT. I think Maze just has to... If he keeps lapping in the 210s, he should be fine.
Yeah, it's... Doesn't need anything short of a catastrophic spin, and he should secure that first place. But as we all know, that's not going to change the championship standings in any way as it stands right now.
As you just come back onto Ugbar, and Ugbar has now had a little trip to the grass, so giving Fury some pressure. He's now dropped off the back of Fury, having a little spin. Now he has to try and catch back up to Boostin, but Yeah, like he's saying, it's he just has to stay what he's doing. Like BT, it's just a little too late now for him. If he hadn't had that spin, I'm pretty sure he'd be hounding the back of Mays, probably be in front of Mays by now. But
yeah,
it doesn't matter too much for BT.
I think Mays has actually had a lot of an issue because he's currently 3 seconds down on his personal best.
Yeah, it's like I'm not sure what's happened there, and also the gap is now 6 seconds. So, and part of the section as well that you can't. It was the long straight, and the gap has kind of stayed the same, so it hasn't eked out. So, Maze Gamer having a little bit of a trip through the track or something.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, and I'm currently looking through the comments at the minute. Yeah, Jamie Brazy, Andy did predict Maze Gamer for the win. I predicted BT Targa, and at this minute, BT Targa has had more bad luck. So, looks like I'm the one with the bad predictions at this stage. Unless something horribly goes wrong to these two and Rompu takes the win, one of us will be right. I'm really hoping it's me, but I mean, at this minute, BT is lapping 2 seconds a lap faster than Maze, so
yeah,
he needs a lot. He needs Maze to make another mistake, and he's there. But we see Maze really pushing it through the S's there. He's really trying to. Maybe the tyre wear and the cold conditions now starting to hit these guys and really struggle.
Well, right now he's running on the softs. His tyres are still, they're really warm. Well, not really warm, but they're warm enough. So maybe it's the fact that.
That's interesting because Andy mentioned that the softs on the tyre to go on. He said I think
that's what I was on.
You're on softs as well.
Yeah.
I believe Andy said the hards were the better tyre. So
yeah, that's what I heard him saying that while I was on watching the stream during the first race, and I was on softs all the way.
I kind of was sitting there with a little bit of a frown, questioning why are the hards better. I'm not quite understanding.
You need as much grip as you can, and obviously, in terms of tire components, the softs are the grippier component.
Yeah, the only issue is who have tyre wear, but I'm not sure what these guys are like for tyre wear. So maybe
I had very little to no tyre wear at the end of that first race.
You barely had any tyre wear, so
very little.
So maybe the softs were the tyre to run. Maybe some of these guys are running the hards thinking they can go to the end. But looks like the softs were the better option tyre, because you took the race win in the sprint race, so
yeah,
interesting.
I didn't mind the S's, so I didn't. It's that back end of the track, so that's what really hurt my times.
Yeah. But then again, if it's like even in the tight twisty stuff, you still need the grip of the softs to kind of get you through it.
Yeah.
This circuit is very much a track of two halves, where you've got a power circuit in the far end of the circuit, and then the other half of the circuit is very much grip.
Yeah.
So,
that gap is now down. Is now less than a second and a half.
Is that Fury and Swiftmaster? And Swiftmaster.
No, that's the Maze Gamer.
Oh, okay. I think that's 5.5 seconds between those two. But I'm looking back to these two who can't seem to get away from each other. Fury and Swiftmaster. I think Swiftmaster had a little adventure or something, because he's now back behind Fury again, and Fury back into 4th place. So these two bouncing up and down.
Oh, Swiftmaster's going for a move on the outside, but is he going to make a stick? Yes, he does.
So did Fury have a slowdown, or?
I think he just took the corner a little bit too weird, and it was a bit too tight to it, so he had to slow down a little bit more.
Yeah, just looking through the comments, Jamie Brazy, definitely lying. He definitely went for Fury for the race win. I wish that was true, Jamie Brazy, but he definitely didn't. He definitely picked Maze Gamer right now, but. BT is trying his best to try and bring that gap down, but I think it's not enough now. It's like Maze has got this, I want to say in the bag, but he's still got one lap, and it just takes one little mistake.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw exactly that in the first race. That that both these guys, BT Target, he was involved in an incident that was outside of his control. Maze Gamer, he spun on his own. It's very easy to do. I was involved in an incident that I spun on the just at the end of the S's, so that was completely blown.
I was going to ask you, do you think you got tapped from that, or do you just like not enough temperature in the tyres? Because you seem to have lost it.
I just had too much speed going through that corner, and I overturned it, and it spun it.
It snapped on you. I see.
Yeah.
But do you think that having that little spin kind of helped you out a little bit, because obviously it kind of put you in the position where then everyone else had their incidents, and then at BT's dropped it. That's it. Unless Mays is going to do something completely crazy right now, he should go on to win the race. But to me, it looked like you having the bad start kind of kept you out of all the issues that were going on. Like Mays Gamer in the early part of the sprint race was very aggressive.
Yeah, I was actually behind Maze Gamer, and I believe it was Rompu at the time, and it was actually coming through this exact section that we're watching BT Target come through right now, and Maze Gamer went off the track and then came straight back on and completely smacked Rompu off to the side.
Yeah. I thought he was being very aggressive at the start, but after all that, you kind of was in the driving seat at that point. You were going on to take your first. I've checked the table, and that was your first win of the season in the GTR. So
yeah,
it just shows. It just shows when you're going to turn one and you're not necessarily first. The race can't be won in the first corner in the first lap. As long as you just keep going around and being patient, the race can come to you.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it can come to anybody regardless of what their skill is, as long as they're in the right place at the right time and know exactly what lanes to take, and also avoid as many incidents as possible. It will eventually come.
Yeah, exactly. But we're currently still seeing these two having a fantastic battle. I think Fury's gone a bit deep in the S's than he has, and Swiftmaster goes around him. These two are having a fantastic fight. But we return back to Amaze Gamer, who's coming into the final part of these corners. And up and down night for Maze Gamer. Not the best race one that he would have hoped. He definitely had the pace, but this evening he's definitely taken the sprint race and has kept his head cool towards the end. And he exits the final corner now. And Maze Gamer will take the feature race and the final race win here in Texas and the GT3 season. And he's
hold on.
Oh, he's doing a donut. I see BT Tiger as well coming across the line.
I got a prediction right, boys. I'm actually gassed.
Hey,
hello,
you've won a
Pretty
cookie.
chuffed with that one.
You've won a cookie for your prediction.
Woo!
I thought for a minute then Maze was going to give it to BT.
Yeah, but I wouldn't celebrate too early because it's a raisin cookie.
Is it late as anything? What's it got in it?
It's a computer cookie.
Nah, it's just a complete raisin cookie.
Ah. It's not edible or anything, is it?
There's no biscuit. It's just raisins compressed into a cookie shape.
Oh, Ian, you're too kind.
We're just seeing Rompu now come around third place, and he's had a quiet race to himself, and he's made a comeback. So congratulations to Rompu on a podium.
Yeah.
And we see BT here. Great race, smooth, consistent driving by the leaders. Fab championship. Very excited to watch. Thanks for an excellent commentary as well. So cheers, BT.
Thank you, BT.
I'm seeing Swiftmaster has got the better of Fury. I think Fury's had another mistake somewhere, so Swiftmaster will take that fourth place. Here comes Fury to finish the season off in the Lambo, and I think he might want to try and do a donut. Is he going to try and do one? Let's see how he attempts doing this.
Hey!
An intentional spin. Toto won't be happy with that. He doesn't like donuts.
No.
As you're seeing right here, Ugbar and boosted.
Oh my god!
I think Ugbar might give him a slight tap, and as we see, Ugbar's just slowing down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's slowing down for him, and boosting thanks him as well. But
very sportsmanlike there
not
from
his
Ugbar.
night. Yeah, very short, very much so. But Ugbar not had the night of his night. But boosting comes home to
The
finish.
night of his night?
I know what you
Night
meant
of
to
his
say.
night. Yeah.
He hasn't had the best of nights.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And here's Smoky Devil to finish the season off here in GT3. But Maze Gamer takes the win here at the Circuit of the Americas, followed by BT and Rompu. But BT is our GT3 champion of this season. And congrats to BT. Congrats to Maze as well. If he joined in the early part of the season, he really given BT a run for his money. But that's it for us tonight on GT3. Guys, did you want to say anything?
I just wanted to say...
I hate Project Cars.
Well, that wasn't what I was going to say. I was actually going to say a big thank you to everybody who's joined us over the course of this GT3 season. And Dan, it's been fantastic commentating alongside yourself and you, Ian, for this race tonight, even though it was very brief.
Of course.
But
I hope you enjoyed the Chinese food.
It was absolutely delicious. Yeah, I needed it as well before we started LMP2. Otherwise, I'd have been a little bit, or even worse than I am
Under
now.
the weather.
Yeah. So
well, sorry, I've got a sponge cake there waiting for me to devour after the LMP2. Oh yes.
Ooh, that sounds nice. That sounds very nice.
And I've got jelly beans, and I've got sorry for the language. I've got a load of other stuff and a banana milkshake. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lovely
I love
job.
a banana milkshake.
Right, let's wrap this up, boys.
Right, boys, we'll keep seeing a bit for the LMP2s. Join us in about 10 minutes' time for the start of the practice session. And peace.
Peace.
See ya.